Hello friends, welcome to my channel English Learning Clinic. I'm with you in the 6th class of my 10th series. In this class, you will learn about the concept and form of perfect continuous tenses. Perfect continuous. This is a kind of status or nature of action. It tells us that the action is continuing for a certain period of time. In this status, we have the feature of two types of status, that is perfect and continuous. When this action is continuing for a certain period of time, at a certain point of time, it is temporarily completed. Again it continues. This process of temporarily completion of the action and continuation goes on for a certain period of time. So, this type of status is called perfect continuous. When we connect three types of times with the status of action, we have different types of perfect continuous tenses. Friends, to identify the perfect continuous tenses, we have to know its form. Now, we will discuss different types of perfect continuous forms of the verb with the help of the structure of assertive sentence only. Here, there are three sentences. He has been playing football for an hour. You had been playing football for an hour. They will have been playing football for an hour. In the first sentence, this is the verb. In the second sentence, this is the verb, and in the third sentence, this is the verb. Now look at these three forms of the verb. Here is playing, here is also playing, here is also playing. This indicates the continuous status of the verb, which is indicated by the use of the ing with the root form of the verb. So, this is not changed, this is constant. Now, look at this part of the verb form. Here is been, that is the third form of the be verb. Here is also been, here is also been. This indicates the perfect status of the action. So these are also not changed. These are constant. Look at this part. Here, the present form of the have verb. It indicates the present time. It indicates the perfect status and it indicates the continuous status. So these three combinedly forms the present perfect continuous form of the verb. This is the first form of the have verb. It indicates the past time. It indicates the perfect status and it indicates the continuous status. So, these three combinedly forms the past perfect continuous form of the verb. This is the future form of the have verb. It indicates the future time. It indicates perfect status and it indicates the continuous status. Similarly, these three forms the future perfect continuous form of the verb. Look at this. These are changed because these are variable. The time is variable. Now, look at this form of the verbs again. The continuous status is applied to the main verb, but the perfect status is applied to the be verb only. Why? Now, we will discuss it in more detail. Continuous. Now look at this. Suppose this action is continuing for a certain period of time. The ultimate status is the continuous. So the ultimate status is continuous. So the continuous status is applied to the main verb. The continuous form of the main verb is ing is added to the root form of the verb and be verb is used before it, which indicates the time. So these two combinedly makes the continuous form. Now, the perfect status is applied to the be verb. The perfect status is indicated by the use of the third form of the verb. So, the third form of the be verb is been. And for perfect status, the time is indicated by the use of have verb. So, this indicates time, this indicates the perfect status, and this indicates the continuous status. So, combinedly 3 makes the perfect continuous form of the verb. With the present perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is subject, present form of the verb have, that is have or has, third form of the verb be, that is been, and the ing form of the main verb. After that, the time is mentioned with since or for. Friends, I have discussed the use of since and for in detail in another class. The link of this video is given in the description of this video. Sometimes, after this continuous status, object comes or doesn't come. With the past perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is subject. After that, the past form of the have verb, that is the had. After, third form of the verb be, been, and the ing is added with the root form of the main verb. After that, time is mentioned with for or since. Look, in the structure also, the status or nature of action is constant, only time is changed because time is variable. With the future perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is subject. After that, the future form of the have verb, that is shall or will have. Next, third form of the be verb and the ing form of the main verb. Next, time is mentioned with for or since. Here looks, the time is also variable. Now we will construct sentences with the help of this structure. With the present perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is that, and the constructed sentence is subject I, verb have been reading for an hour. For is used before period of time. With the past perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is that, and the constructed sentence is subject you, verb had been learning English for 2 years. Look at the sentence. After the continuous status of the verb, an object comes. With the future perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is that, and the constructed sentence is subject Rohit will have been playing since 6 a.m. Here, since is used before the point of time. Now, we will construct negative sentences with the perfect continuous form of the verb. With the present perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is that, and the constructed sentence as we have already constructed is I have been reading for an hour. Friends, we have already learned in the third class of the 10 series how to make negative form of the verb. For the construction of the negative form of the verb, we have to use not. At the same time, a helping verb is needed. Now, Look at this form of the verb, that is the present perfect continuous form of the verb. A helping verb is already here. So, to make it negative, we only put not after that helping verb. So, the negative form of the verb is have not been reading, and the negative sentence is I have not been reading for an hour. With the past perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is that, and the constructed sentence as we have already constructed is you had been learning English for 2 years. Here also a helping verb. So to make it negative, we only put not after that helping verb, and the negative form of the verb is had not been learning, and the negative sentence is you had not been learning English for 2 years. With the future perfect continuous form of the verb, the affirmative assertive structure is that, and the constructed sentence as we have already constructed is Rohit will have been playing since 6 a.m. Here also a helping verb. So to make it negative, we only put not after it. So the negative form of the verb is will not have been playing, and the negative sentence is Rohit will not have been playing since 6 a.m. So friends, if you like this video, please comment on this video and also like and share. I will soon come back with a new video. Bye bye.